The GTX 1080 launch on 1070 is exciting, especially when we get to see and hear what all the custom board partners are, how they're handling the cooler, what are they doing with the power phases. So here with the EVGA, the GTX 1080, super clocked FTW, the hybrid, and the ultimate, the mother of all gods, GPU here is the Classified. So let's talk about them now. Huge thanks to our Computex sponsors for sending us out here. Shout out to NVIDIA, Fantex, NCIX, and MSI. So first, let's talk about the GTX 1080 Super Clocked Edition. ACX 3.0 cooler design, dual fans, backplate, and white on the shroud there. Not exactly sure if everybody's gonna love the white, but we've seen many motherboards that feature white design and many cases that have white interiors. This white and black combination, perhaps mix in a new color in your build, might be a cool idea. The awesome part about this, the Super Clocked, is the price point at $649, so $50 cheaper than the reference edition, Founders Edition from NVIDIA. I think that's awesome. Now, the clocks are not totally known yet, simply because EVGA is going through a bit of the green light process and trying to make sure that all the clocks are stable, so no solid clock speeds are known yet, but the Founders Edition is easily able to achieve 2 GHz and past with good temperatures and good fan profile. So here, the fan profile at its default state hits about 60 to 70 degrees Celsius at load. And so that's with the default fan profile. So if you want to ramp up those fans, you can achieve even better temperatures and I would say easily achieve 2 GHz plus on the core. For power, it's going to still have an 8-pin, so that's just like a reference design. Everything is going to be reference aside from the ACX 3.0 cooler. Moving on to the FTW edition, which that one has an extra 8-pin, so it's going to have double the phase power, so giving us 10 phase power instead of 5 on the reference, and a fully RGB shroud, ACX 3.0 just as well. So instead of just having white on the shroud, you have full RGB spectrum, which is pretty awesome in my opinion. However, the backplate, there's no color there. The FTW will be priced at $679, so a $30 premium over the SC, but given the extra 8-pin and extra overclock ability and the extra phase power, perhaps a high overclock, 2.5 GHz, somebody say? Maybe. The third card is the hybrid. The price is still unannounced, but most likely, I don't know, hopefully like a $699 price point. But given we have a 120 millimeter all-in-one cooler built in, it's the same one as before. The card is still 10.5 inches. Looks quite different from the previous hybrids, but still remaining in the same character within the EVGA's line. So that will have an additional 8-pin. So basically, it's like the FTW GPU with the 10 power phases instead of 5, like on the reference, but with a new cooler so that you can, the card will be like, I would say 55 degrees at load, which is awesome, which is what the previous hybrid cards have been at. So very excited with the new line from the EVGA with the GTX 1080s, plus the 1070s here, the GTX 1070, it's launching June 10th. So it's awesome to see it here. Very nice, similar cooler as the SC version with the white shroud. Nice little text on the top. No RGB, most likely will release an FTW edition there for anyway. And the last card that we saw here is the EVGA GTX 1080 Classified. It's like the king of EVGA GPUs. I'm really excited to see what type of overclocks we can achieve on that one. Perhaps a 2.2 gigahertz, but that will all depend on the Greenlight program that NVIDIA is running through. The cooler is really awesome, very large. EVGA is doing RGB here as well. Massive fans, backplate, all the same story, but with a little twist on combining the whole family of this new GTX 1080 cards with a similar design language for the shroud, and that's appreciated. One really cool product they're also announcing for the GPUs is the EVGA